got some maintenance shit to do, and then we might get started here. Probably get a haircut when my sister comes up to visit. My sister and my real life best friend are both. Sister's a cosmetologist. We might be okay. It's gone for a while now, that time. Cool. Everything looks good. Everything's fine, everything's good. Sometimes you wake up and you're on fire. And vigorous shaking. No disconnect. Oh man, I was really worried for a little bit there, guys. I was convinced that the worst had happened and that there was a problem with the 3DS capture card. But it looks like it's a problem with my PCIe USB board. That's like a $30 fix and like 2 days on Amazon instead of a $600 fix and potentially a 9-month waiting list. So hooray! Exclamation point victory. Exclamation point, not a bummer, and so on. Okay, let's actually play some Monster Hunter. So what I'll do, that took about 40 minutes. I will add 40 minutes onto next Wednesday's stream to make up for lost time. We'll just do another 40 minutes of Monster Hunter. Yeah. Joy and delight. Cool, let's go. Haven't played this before. I have zero idea what I'm in for. Let's just do a new game here. Oh my god, I have to make a character. Get to me. Let's do our lady character name. It's Elvish for something. Been forever. Actually, a character that I knew back in this Korean MMO that I played called Nexus. Same game where I made up the name Marstead forever ago. Hey, we can actually give her clothes, that's nice. Man. Oh man, so many options! Get that lapis lazuli blue. Ooh, girl. Damn. That is on the list of things that I'm talking about. And so on. Alright. Do I have to like actually click it to see the face difference? Okay. Hover over it. We want to look all pissed or we want to look all kawaii? Like, is there like a neutral face? Maybe all sad. I guess the first one's fairly neutral. Stoned and confused. Not sure if. Looks fairly delighted. I'm gonna avoid the bitchy resting face. I'll go with this guy. That. Features. It's just about everywhere. We'll just go with none. Chinese girls do not have green eyes. Whoa, freaky deaky. Andrew would be giving me a ton of shit here. I don't need fire engine red. Somewhere in that neighborhood, though. Love them options. Oh wow, a lot of people still hanging out. Thanks guys for waiting for 30 minutes, 40 minutes while I fix my frickin' 3DS capture card. That's really cool, y'all. Right. Oh man, long hair. I'm so used to Western games are obsessed with like hiding the fact that we're still pretty shitty at rendering hair outside of Tomb Raider, obviously, with the trestle FX. So a lot of Western games hand wave it by everybody has a really short haircut. That's why you see all the protagonists that are bald, especially from like 2000 to 2012 or so. They're getting a little bit better about it, but... Ponytail. Ponytail option. Goku haircut. Fall haircut's pretty nice too. Yeah, I can go with that one. Oh, there's 2 pages? Oh my god. Man, I didn't realize that there was even character customization at all in Monster Hunter. I can see that being a sell for a lot of people. I like that one. Let's do that. Sounds good, Peter. 20 voice options? Holy crap. Yeah, it's really hard and it's not worth the effort. It's one of those things where it's just like, I'd almost prefer they would, like, just deal with the hair not looking good rather than hide it by giving everyone a short haircut. This one, the hair is not super great. There's a little bit of physics in the back, but they certainly didn't spend too much time or money on it. I'm basically selecting the grunt that I want, it sounds like. That sounds really familiar. That last one sounds just like Link. I think I like the deeper voice, that's fun. Yeah, glamours are good. There's a problem in Final Fantasy XIV that most people who play it probably don't even remember, but you don't actually unlock glamours until you get to level 50. And then it's like the way you do it is kind of a pain in the ass for a new character to understand. I feel like transmog systems should be in just about every game. They're really not that resource intensive to include. And they should probably be as trivial as they are, like the random encounter thing is in Bravely Default, to just be a menu option that you unlock pretty early. I really don't like having to wear gear that's good, like statistically good, when it looks like crap. Yeah. What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I get a cat? Cat that walks on its hind legs? Oh man. Y'all weren't kidding when you said cats are a thing. We'll name him Ben. Assuming we can get a Ben-style coat, and if we can't, we'll have to go with Marty. It's kind of adorable, actually. This one's pretty close to what Marty looks like. That'll work. Oh, interesting. Whoa, can we not do that? Oh, can we just go back to default? What's the default color? Oh, I see. Alright, that's fine. Weren't kidding around. Choose a coat type. Clothing. Didn't think I would be selecting cat clothes. Eye shape? Really? Eye shape? Ben never looks like that. He's always got the wide-eyed, so curious face. He's got green eye. Can I change his eye color? I mean, I can change his eye shape, but not his color. That's it. This game's garbage. Tail. You get to pick different cat voices? Are you serious? Yeah, the color presets are nice. Cool. Okay. Very good. I think I'm happy with that. Sounds good. You're Palico, you get it? It's a portmanteau of pal and calico. Next, choose the initial settings for the touch panel display and the HUD. Press the A button to begin. Oh, that's a lot of shit, isn't it? Choose this setting if you're new to Monster Hunter. Choose the setting if you played I'm new to Monster Hunter. Go with save slot. Is it always a cat, regardless of like what kind of character you create? Probably get a friendly tutorial message. No, I would love to have some tutorial messages. I've never played Monster Hunter before. I actually don't take all that much time with character customization most of the time. Pretty much get the slider to somewhere interesting and move on. Oh yeah? That's kind of cool. So it's that sort of game where you want to have that sort of control over the HUD. We got a sand ship. Fan of this idea. Doesn't really make sense, but it's cool. The Valhabar Pub. Poured our drinks now. We could reach them before they went flat. I'll go over here and see if there's... Wondering if, like, slight latency to the screen means I should flip on the 3DS. This is that kind of game. Looks like the circle pad works pretty well. Does this game require the circle pad if you don't have a new 3DS? Looks really good. Maybe for a 3DS game. Also, what's the deal with saving in this game, in the single player? I think I asked this earlier during Skies of Arcadia. Since I've got a hard stop in about an hour and 10 minutes, I want to make sure that I am able to save maybe about 5 minutes before and wrap up. So I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm, like, committed to a 20-minute battle before I can save. Caravaneer, leading a big old caravan of trusted companions. We can recruit 3 more companions. Hey, Sir Russell. Register as a hunter. What?
Yeah.
Okay, and you can pretty much manual save it. Okay, cool. Can't save in the middle of the mission. All right, I'll try to keep that in mind before I accept one, you know, within the last like 20 minutes of stream. And since we had technical difficulties today, Monster Hunter 4U will return next week. We'll add an extra 40 minutes onto the tail end of it to make up for the problems today. Do you lose everything when you abandon it? Like, do you get to keep any items that you've already found? Cool. Wyverns. Yeah, I've never played a Monster Hunter game before, ZZ, so this is all pretty new. There are some games that only work on the new 3DS. Wow, that's cool. Giant monster thing. Xenoblade Chronicles 3D is one. Not his hat. Mysterious City. Ah, okay, very good. So at least, like, if I do the mission up to that point and I have to abandon when it's time to go, I'll just know a little bit about the mission next time. Yeah, I'm excited. Was it your first Monster Hunter, Stormhead? I've heard that it's not really necessary to play all of the games in this series, that you can just kind of play the most recent one. Wait, really? Holy shit. This is the opening of the game? I thought that this was just be a cool cutscene that we were going to get to town. I think we were going to have to deal with it. Elder Dragon can't be far behind. Use the R button to steady yourself. Fortunately, I was already standing on the edge of the ship. Looks like it's pretty forgiving, though. Are they gonna make me go get his hat as part of the tutorial? This is a pretty bitchin' tutorial. It's cool. Climb another thing's back from its arm. Wait on the deck and I'll holler when it's safe. I love these kind of giant monster style games. Already on it. I got your hat. I got your hat. Oh, I can use the little, like, nub stick, the C-nub for camera. That's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna do some single player on this for just today, maybe a little bit of next week, and then I'll open it up for multiplayer with viewers. It would be fun to play with some folks who know what's going on. Oh, really? Is it that explicit? I know Monster Hunter didn't invent the back here. Didn't invent the climb on giant monsters genre. I think the first game I can think of that really did that in earnest was Shadow of the Colossus. Scoot, scoot, scoot. I feel like I'm gonna eventually develop like a weird claw grip on the 3DS to be able to move the camera while moving my character. I ended up doing something similar to that. Oh shit. So we have to wait until after he charges. I ended up doing that in some of the Dark Souls fights with the PS3 controller. Yeah. Showing you this cool opening. And hold R to run. Oh, okay, thank you. That's also the hold your footing button, I guess? To the other side now. Running, 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 running. No time for slack jawed gaping. Look at the touchscreen, I'll tell you to use the target cam. Lets you fix the camera of the monster you targeted. Oh, that's cool. You're using that as That's cool. Nice. Go ahead, do your little charge. Yep, yep. Spooky, scary. Oh, hold your footing isn't a persistent mechanic, I guess. Oh, it's crashing again before I can pop it as well. Maybe if I run. Nice. Yeah, I'm curious how many of the fights coming up in the game are like mechanics based like this one, and how many are based on using your existing like weapon skill set. Nope, that was a bad idea. I'd hear it. Whew. Yikes. Oh, I see. There's a button prompt that shows up if you need to stabilize yourself. Okay. The running with a cannonball on it. Her default run animation's kind of funny too. It's got some hustle. There's a mixture of both in all the boss fights. Interesting. Loud noises give him fits. Ring the hunting gong on the ship's deck. You wait near the gong switch. Thank you for showing me the gong. Appreciate that. Oh, there's a switch. Timing is relevant sometimes. Bang the gong. Get it on. Yeah, I'm excited to check it out, Grimtusk. My plan was to do some single player this week. So can you progress through the main campaign in multiplayer, or is multiplayer totally separate from the single player story? Because I think I'd prefer to, if I can play through the like, campaign online with viewers, that would be a lot of fun. But having never played a Monster Hunter game before, I have no idea what I'm in for. I guess people could probably spoil flights and flight mechanics. That's what we'd want to avoid. Oh, they're totally separate? Okay. How long is the single-player campaign? Like, if I move through it at a fairly brisk pace? Because I kind of want to do both, but the whole idea, the reason I'm playing this on Wednesday is it's a free-play game to play with viewers. So I could envision, like, maybe doing, like, a single-player mission and then doing the rest of it multiplayer after that. Or just get it on the voting spreadsheet separate or something. Hey Red World, how's it going? Yeah, we've got mods. So the mods are all shadow mods. They have powers within my bot, but there's about 30 people who can go in and at least clear chat if someone posts a spoiler. So if someone gives me any unwarranted backseat advice, mods feel free to use those powers to clear chat and nothing else. Caravan Questline is single. I just started it. I'm digging it so far. This is my first ever Monster Hunter game. I've never played anything in the series before. My plan is to keep it as a pretty regular scheduled feature. We'll play it on Wednesday each week. You know, once I get a feel for the game, open it up, open a queue so that viewers can play too. Yeah, I don't like looking up metas for games, Grim, until like I'm already sunk many tens of hours into it. It's actually kind of fun sometimes where you sort of settle on the same build or meta that the community has sometimes, depending on what game you're playing. So I plan to stay away from online content. All of my exposure to this game is going to be playing it on stream on Wednesdays. So the deal with my stream, I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made live on Twitch, and that usually is, full playthroughs of single-player titles. At Wednesdays, I set aside some time for free play for usually stuff with viewers, like we were doing Smash Brothers and Mario Maker levels for a while. Mario Maker is kind of winding down in popularity, though. Not a lot of people are making levels for it anymore compared to when it first launched. There hasn't really been a patch in a while. And Smash doesn't really draw the kind of community that we have for the rest of the games we play on this channel. A lot of people who want to trash talk in Smash don't exactly want to sit and watch a long playthrough of Final Fantasy X or necessarily watch Dark Souls. So since Mario Maker's been winding down, I figured, well, it's another multiplayer game we can go with. I've got a lot of friends who are big fans of the Monster Hunter series, and I've heard good things about this one. It's probably a good one to start with. I might check out the new one when it comes out if I'm really enjoying this one. Said I've never played one of the games before. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome, Riptusk. Yeah, I will probably ask chat for advice sometimes. You guys are welcome to tell me if I missed something or if I incorrectly concluded something. So if I'm like, oh, clearly I'm not supposed to do this, but actually that is what I'm supposed to do, and I just, did it slightly wrong, please just tell me in the interest of saving time. Article. Traveled the world already, and now you've come to Valhalla in search of companions. And you want to cook. I'm curious if the companions are going to be like ship NPCs or if they're going to be like AI allies for combat. Right, capital? Sure. Now we're cooking with liver and fire. Fetch me a well-done steak and a rare steak. With raw meat and then slowly. I forget how many O's there are in slow. Yeah, the tone of this game is much more light than I expected from like the covers and like short videos I've seen of the game at like PAX in the past. It's very far from serious. You do have a walking cat in your party. Yeah, I like that. That's true about Dark Souls as well. I imagine Dark Souls is quite a bit harder, but you can play that game with any build and beat it. People can argue about like what's mathematically the best thing, but probably more fun to just pick something and enjoy it. Yeah, for sure. No, I'm digging it so far, just from the opening mission. We'll see what we see. The walking cat may have sold you. Whoa! Bunch of armor. Thanks for telling me about the run button. I usually try to press stuff looking for one. At the smith you can forge weapons and armors, upgrade the gear you already own, need money and necessary materials. I have neither of those things.
Pokyska.
Thank you for the follow, ZZ. Welcome. Does it really? That's just something that, like, meat snobs will say. Alright. Alright, so I need to go find him some meat. I don't know if that's a merchant that I have to go to. I assumed it was I had to go kill somebody. Come and have a gander. Oh my god, there's so many things he sells. One of them is not steak, though. Pickaxes, bug nets. Those are fishing in this game? Awesome. Yeah, it's tough. There's a lot of people who follow for a single game. There's a lot of single game streamers, but variety streams are fun. Is the big issue with the way I'm approaching it of let's beat every awesome game. They don't really revisit games after we finish them. So if there's someone who just wants to see Chrono Trigger, you know, I beat that in March of last year. I'm probably not going to play it again. But there's people who might want to watch the kind of person who play a game like Chrono Trigger. Yeah, I think I bought this on sale. I think it was 50% off or something when I grabbed it. Cleared for Gathering Hall quests. Talk to the charming young ladies if you want details. Show me what you... Low rank quests. Okay. We'll say the beginning of this game seems like it's sort of tailored for somebody who's already played a shit ton of Monster Hunter games, so if you guys would like to kind of nudge me along in the direction of progressing to the next main story mission, I would not be upset about that. But please, you know, refrain from giving me hints about like fight mechanics. That kind of thing I'd like to figure out on my own if I can. Yeah, Chrono Trigger is one of the best games ever made, definitely. It's way ahead of its time too. Absolutely, I can play the whole Metroid series. We've already beaten Metroid Prime 1 through 3. Super Metroid's my favorite in the series. I think I prefer the 2D games. Metroidvania is one of my favorite genres. I think that Metroid Zero mission is on the voting spreadsheet right now. If you go to vote.marstead.com, you can check that out. Thanks for the follow, Stormhead. Guild quests, event quests, HR1 plus. Oh my god, there's so many quests here. I'm gonna get option paralysis. It's okay. I'll do something. Fishing's lure, you'll be pass ticket. And you have to spend a fee sometimes to accept quests. Okay. Am I able to do all of these quests? Is there anything that's like
Ding 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 ding
indicative
ding
to
ding
me?
ding ding.
Back outside. Okay, thank you. I think Zero Mission is the best remake of a game ever. I'm gonna back out of here for now. Is there a way to tell if a quest is like outside of my ability to handle it? Like that, I understand that there's not XP or levels in this game. The way that you progress is by getting improving your gear. I don't know if there's the equivalent of like an eye level system or some kind of system to let you know if you're able to handle something or not. R to read more. Okay. I guess I'll just keep talking to people for now. I know I gotta find a steak. The Guild Marm. So not in the Gathering. Street Pass. Okay, cool. So now my Street Pass will start running. When I go to PAX, it'll probably get a ton of them. Oh, trial and error. I see. It says some Street Pass capacity is full. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, well I'll fix that some other time off stream. Try to find a game that I'm not really playing anymore and turn Street Pass on. That's the armory. It's like triggering all of the yellow, not exclamation points, the yellow ellipses will at least be productive for now. Do have some money, but I'm gonna live with my default gear for now. Okay, so the yellow pop-ups kind of move you along. Oh, here's our Guild Marm. Doodle. Stake your ground. All right, just one quest. This is what I'm talking about. It scared the bejesus out of me. I go into a room and there's like 30 things to pick from. Like, oh my god, I've never played this before. I don't know. Oh, I see. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna stick to the beaten path. Great. So these games have almost exclusively been on portable consoles. It sounds like, with a couple exceptions.
Oh,
Glad I have it digitally. It'd be nice to have on me for when I go out to PAX. My friend Flarewing, who's channel regular as well, will be going to PAX with us, and he's a big fan of this. Maybe he'll bring it. We can do some local multiplayer, waiting in line for shit. 50 minutes, wow. Jump when you dash off a ledge, press the A button. Oh, jumping attacks. Press the X button during a jump. Okay, that's cool, but I can't actually jump manually. Got a dodge roll. Wait, is the run button change now? Now when I press what was previously the run button, I shield. Oh, because I had my sword out. Okay, I think I get it. Go over the blue supply box and hit A. Oh, right. Sure. Oh, I didn't pray with the guild. Sure to grab a portal spip and a map. Light up dark places. Get cooking. Guess I'll just take everything. I'm sure I've got an inventory limit to keep me from wanting to carry all of it. Restore sharpness to weapons. Sheath your weapon to run. Okay. Check your map and head to the area marked with 1. Okay. And do. Alright. Timid and harmless. Cool looking dinosaur. Whoa, what's up? Oh, you can gather stuff in this game? That's cool. Wait, can I just gather indefinitely? There must be a finite number of things I can collect from it. I'm not going to let myself go too crazy checking those out. Yeah, I think I'll try out a bunch of different quests and see which one I fancy. Is what I have right now is like sword and board? Do you always have a shield? I'm guessing not, right? There's got to be some two-handed weapons. Start us out by hunting these non-threatening. Depletes your stamina gauge. Don't use all your stamina. You find a crucial. Okay. So you have to catch up to them for now.
oh, that's it.
Teach you how to attack. Use the X button to draw your weapon. Press Y to sheath it. Press X or A while your weapon is drawn. If you're using a bowgun, you're going to have to load it. Start to check your hunter skills. Alright, try. Oh, but interesting. Attacking doesn't use stamina, just running and probably rolling. How to learn how to carve. Approach a mountain square, press the A button together. Materials. Sheath it with Y first. Whoa! Pissed at me for killing your friend? I guess I'll kill you too. Well, it's very reasonable of you. It looks like there's not, like, visible hit points for creatures in this game. You just kind of have to tell from, Oh, that's cool. Raw meat. Use items. On the L button. I'll use A or Y to scroll through and find the item you want to use. Release the L button once you've looked at what you're looking for. That's kind of cool. Huh. Alright. Makes sense. Portable sprint. Okay. And it plays fun music. You can carve faster while crouching. Yeah, mechanics comments I'd welcome. I won't count those as spoilers. Burnt meat. Alright, so I need to get another one. Try not screwing it up. Okay, let me try it again. How do you crouch in this? Rare steak. You said that was okay too. No room for picky eaters. Cool, and then we just get out of dodge, I guess. We follow the map to see where we can go. Right on. Yeah, I like how this game kind of creates the illusion of hugeness. Like, the maps are actually fairly small because it's what the 3DS can handle, but it does some really fancy tricks with the background to make it look way bigger. This game is exceptionally pretty, especially for a 3DS game. I like trying to notice the visual tricks that they do to do that in games. Played a lot of PSP games that don't do that very well. An example is Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. That's a really good game, but after playing it for a little bit, you start to see the sameness of the level design, because they don't do a lot to polish the level to make them look bigger. There's a tell for the sweet spot? Be all standing to crouch. So I can go here to fill back up on health. How do I get back to care? Oh yeah, no. Go ahead and assume... Okay, I see. Put it in the red box. My attention's a bit split. Like, I'm playing the game and playing it on Twitch, so I'm looking at my OBS window, I'm looking at chat, I'm looking at all kinds of things at the same time, so it is not uncommon that I will miss something that's in text, so feel free to remind me. If someone said something and I didn't see it, or it looks like I didn't pay attention to it, just speak up. I appreciate those sorts of tips as well. Just don't want to know about mechanics and puzzles and things like that. I don't figure that out. When the music stops? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I appreciate it doesn't patronize. Oh, so I can sell all of them. I can take them in my pouch. I guess I'll take them in my pouch for now. I get to decide what I want. Get a well-done steak at the end anyway. Probably end up moving some of that to the item box. I'm guessing inventory space is going to be an issue. Yeah, I saw the meat changing color. I just didn't realize that when I picked it, it was burnt. Oh man. This seems like a completionist's dream / nightmare. Great. I see all these. Oh, you unlock this kind of enemy. This kind of area. Unlock all of them. Is beast. Flying gravy. Oh man, I think that warrants gravy hype. I wasn't expecting that outside of Bravely Second. Give me a mega potion. Combining a potion and honey. Okay. And 1500 Zenny. Is Zenny the currency in this? So it makes sense if it's Capcom. Alright, so I didn't really get a chance to try out that weapon. Oh, I see. Dual blade, hunting horn. Hunting horn? Really? As a weapon? Metal bagpipes? I kind of want to try that just because that sounds fun. Charge blade, glaive, bowgun, gun lance. Give the horn a shot. Sounds funny. Oh, but it costs all my money though. Every base weapon type is in my house. Am I able to access my house right now? I guess I'd just like to try the base weapon type before I spend on it. Is the house marked on the map or something? No, I'm pretty excited to try it. Yeah, Zenny's also like a Breath of Fire thing. There's a couple Capcom games that use that as their currency. covered wagon. Okay. Herb, blue mushroom, and honey. Digging this game so far. It's really cool. I think that it will definitely be returning on Wednesdays for a while. Am I allowed to go in my house yet? Doesn't look like I can climb the stairs. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do melee. Range isn't really my style in these sorts of games. It'd be fun every now and then to try out. Oh, I can't. Okay, I'll just go to the next mission. We'll do this next one, then I'll get the horn and try it for the following mission. Yeah. Do you agree that if you play Monster Hunter 4U, that there's not a lot of reason to go back to older ones? It sounds like the story's not significantly different from game to game, you know, like it is between Zelda games or Final Fantasy games. It's more play the most recent one. Herb, blue mushroom, and honey. Press start to open the menu, then press the Y button for view. Oh, and you can customize what you want to have on the bottom screen. Okay. Okay. I see. Hey, Mr. Anderson. Welcome back. Ah, okay, cool. You can draw a weapon while jumping. That's kind of cool. It's like a plunge attack.
Hmm?
There are herbs, there are gathering points in all sorts of places. Keep an eye out for them and make sure you don't miss anything good. Expand your map. And do. No, that's maybe I'll get an ability later. Let's do that conventionally. Blue mushroom. Great. Yeah. I'm trying to think of another game that's like that, though, where really you should just play the most recent edition. Because, like, I wouldn't say that about Mario, you know. Super Mario 3D Land is fundamentally a very different game from Mario 3, and you should probably play both of them. Usually it's, like, more multiplayer-style games. Gather faster while crouching. I see. Okay. Oh yeah, Animal Crossing. There you go. There's a really good example. I didn't even think about. Yeah, you pretty much don't need to play the older Animal Crossing games. They just make it better and better with each release. Yeah. Oh, Area 8. You guys aren't still pissed at me for murdering their friends before. Haha, nice. Yeah, I have some series like that. I feel like we all have our sins, right? My whole theme of Let's Beat Every Awesome Games, very aware that there are too many awesome games to beat them all in a human lifetime. So I think that we all have some important game series that everybody says is awesome that you've never had a chance to check out. Rooms be up on those ledges. Approach a cliff face and press it. Yeah. On it. Zoom in map. All sorts of basic things while climbing. Climb smoothly in any direction. Attack, evade, and even launch jump attacks. Really? That's surprising. Rocks rock. Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't expect to be able to climb that at all. That's cool. Found some mushrooms. Found some mushrooms. Found some mushrooms. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, yeah, I agree. Final Fantasy VI is my favorite Final Fantasy. We are on the same page on that one, Grimtusk. I like the ensemble cast. I like the approach to the magic system. The story is the best. Has my favorite villain. I think outside of 8, though. I don't know. We haven't played 8 on stream yet. I think that qualifies as an awesome game. Even the worst Final Fantasy, in my opinion at least, it's really not that bad of a game at the end of the day. I think people take it a little bit too far. One of my goals is to focus on what's good about games, talk honestly about what I don't like about games, but try to get people. We have this problem on the internet where everything is like so ultra hyperbolized, right? You can't just say, I don't really like Final Fantasy VIII. These are my problems with it. You have to say, oh, Final Fantasy VIII is garbage. It's the worst game ever. No, it's not garbage. It's not the worst game ever. There are people who like it. 10, 9, and 7. 10 is a game that I like better each time I play it. I think I still like 6 the best, but... Crisis Core is great. The story's kind of weird, but I really like Zack, and actually I've talked about how Crisis Core is cool in that it manages to execute well on the prequel. Like, sometimes prequels don't work because you know what's going to happen at the end of the story, and that removes a lot of the drama from the game, but they did a really good job with Crisis Core of using that to build dread, you know. That was a game we played pretty early on Twitch. Let's see. I'm going to have to fight the bees. Monster Hunter Freedom, PSP. When was the first Monster Hunter game, and what system was it for? Was it originally a PSP game? Oh man, so they want the honey. We gotta fight these pissed off dinosaur dudes. Use an herb. Can I, like... Subquest that involves slaying 3 Jaggy. Everyone knows a subquest is the second optional goal. Okay. Sword and Board's actually pretty nice, but I want to try that horn out. Alright, so I don't have a camera option for these guys, right? Because they're too small. Like the little camera thing in the corner that says unseen is just for like really big targets, I assume. Alright. That went pretty well. 2004, oh wow. Yeah, I guess I could shield there. Did they already teach me how I'm supposed to get this thing down? I thought maybe it was attack it with my weapon. We have to put my sword back so I can interact with it. There we go. Oh, I see. Whip up a plain old potion. Press start to open the menu and choose the combine option. Herb and blue mushroom. Combine. Herb, blue mushroom. Oh man. Oh, I'm excited about the item combining system. So you usually just figure that out through trial and error? Is there like, can you combine just about everything in the game, or people are pretty much just going online to game FAQs and looking at combine lists or something? Yeah, I saw the thing about subquests, that's cool. So I got a reward for killing those things. Take a potion. Alright. Oh, they give you a list of combines in the game? Okay. I'm guessing that quests probably point you to them as well. Thanks again for the host, right? Appreciate it. Do it automatically once you've done it once. Ah, nice. Yeah, so like that would be part of the completionist stress, like you gotta collect every combine. Sure. Gotcha. So there's not a lot of incentive for you to like sit in the menu and just try item A plus item B over and over. The game is pretty kind about telling what does and doesn't work, it sounds like. Yep. Did it once. I'm a pretty rabid completionist when it comes to playing video games off Twitch. It turns out that most of that is pretty like brutally boring to watch on stream. So it's actually been kind of therapeutic for me because it's not fun to watch. I don't do it, and I can actually enjoy some games that normally I feel like, oh, I have to spend 200 hours to play this. Like, no, you just gotta play through the story and enjoy it. It's okay. The only game that I've been introduced to on stream that I really felt like I had to 100% was the first Dark Souls, and I'll probably do the same thing with Demon Souls when I beat it, and the rest of that series. No missables, but it will kill your spirit. Yeah, once we get to a point where we're just doing like ad hoc missions instead of progressing story, I could see myself playing this game off stream, like on plane trips and things like that. Pretty cool. So the subquest occasionally is an item that you have to deliver, but here it was just kill the enemy. So. Wait, is it letting me stay for a bit? I thought last time after I turned in the quest site, okay, it was just taking a minute to play some happy music. It depends on the game. So usually it's let's go through the main story. If there's significant DLC, like an example is Pillars of Eternity has an expansion basically called White Marches that's about half again as long as the game itself. That's one that I would probably ask someone to add to the voting spreadsheet as a separate game to play through. In Dark Souls, for example, if you played that, I went ahead and did the DLC in that game because the content was fairly unique and it wasn't really, really long in comparison to the length of the main game. So the answer is it depends. I kind of make a judgment call from game to game. I'll try to stay away from DLC that's not particularly interesting or different from the main game. I usually don't do like the optional dungeon unless if it's fairly quick. Like I did all the side quests in Chrono Trigger because those are fairly short. They're different from the main game, and you can beat them without grinding. Is pretty important criteria. Right. Try to be careful with time management, exactly, especially if you're only playing it for 2 or 3 hours a week. Street Cook is a kitty who says "Ni hao." Like Chinese for hello. Like meow. Increased health and stamina. Eat before every hunt. Choose 2 ingredients, choose a way of cooking. Oh, interesting. So it's like a food buff in an MMO. Voucher placed in pouch. Yeah, I've certainly had my games that I've spent a ton of time on, so I know that feel for sure. What's up? Oh, you get to watch all the cutscenes again? That's cool. I like games that go to that trouble. It's something that's sort of like transmogging. Transmogging and having a cutscene gallery are actually pretty trivial to provide in a game that doesn't have multiple discs. So it's nice when they go to the trouble of including it. We might get a console release, but I don't know if we'll see PC. Although Capcom is... Dragon's Dogma is on PC, and that's a Capcom game, right? Take items. Paintball? Plug it. Energy. Select. Ha. Alright, so yeah, there's one of everything. I'm gonna try the horn. That sounds like fun. Curious to see how it plays. Change appearance. Indigo is the best color. Gotta look like a blueberry, otherwise it's not Marsted on Twitch. Do. Okay, that thing is so like crazy big on the back. Palico waiting in your house. Palicos live and breathe to help you out in the field. Gathering Hall. Not right now. Okay, so that's intended for multiplayer mission. Let's see. So, do you have a persistent character? You said that single player and multiplayer are separate entirely. But does your character persist between them? Does the loot you find in single player carry over into multiplayer and vice versa? Hey, Ben. He's got a little helmet. Oh my goodness. Prosthetic Pearson. Only the finest hunters. Apex. Pimpicle. Yeah, the localization of this is pretty funny too. Characters persistent. Okay, cool. Whoever lets you set up which Palicos you want to deploy and amount of equipment. What about for sub Palicos? Oh my god, there's so many mechanics in red text. I'm kind of excited about it though. Higher wild Palicos you meet in the field. What are Palicos called in Japan? Is it just Pariko? It sounds like it's supposed to be a portmanteau of pal and calico, like a cat. Oh, I'll set you up for deployment, buddy. Use to manage your feline Palicos. Bring a Palico on a quest. Choose the play trains. First stringers, hire and dismiss. Oh my god, first stringers. Oh, there's so many proper nouns. It's great. New functions become available as you progress through the story and gain new Palicos. Check back often. And do. Deploy Ben. Oh, so I could get a Marty. I have two cats, Ben and Marty. Currently, the cat cam is disabled because it was somewhat complicit in my 3DS technical difficulties from earlier, but I'll get it enabled for next time. I think I know how to fix it. Two-star quests. You can see the excitement all over your sweaty face. Has to be at least one fetch the unique mushrooms quest. Oh, is that in every Monster Hunter game that you have to get unique mushrooms? Otomo? So the Japanese word for cat is neko, right? Is there any kind of pun or joke in the name Otomo? Some frog. Fungus run. Deliver one choice mushroom. Sounds good. And once you've selected a weapon, you can't swap weapons mid-mission, right? It seems like the whole gameplay style is built around the weapon you pick, so it would be kind of crazy if you could just change it up in the middle of the fight. Cool, broken one. Oh my god, he's adorable! He's got a little... What, is that like a lance? Alright, yeah, I didn't believe you guys when you said that cats were a big thing. Oh wow. It's like, getting like the ultimate weapon that you get in this category is called Gjallarhorn or something like that. Wow, I wasn't expecting it to be a giant two-handed melee weapon. There's like a music meter in the top left corner of the screen.
Meow, 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 meow.
Okay. So, I don't think the game is going to tell me until much later. What is the music mechanic? There's a little horn in the top left corner, and there's a series of music notes with different colors. And I noticed that it's affecting the aura color when I swing. I don't think it's something that I can modify. Like... Yeah, what does that do? Please tell me. I would love to know. Otomo means companion. XA and XA gives you different notes. Okay, try it real quick. X, A. Oh, but it's like queuing notes in. Oh no, that's a register of the notes that I just used. I see. So there's some kind of combo. Oh, so you play specific songs? Oh, that's such a cool mechanic. Wow, they really make the weapons feel pretty distinct from each other then. Wild Dalaga. Good. I missed earlier, is there a way that I can check, like... Quest info. Unique mushroom. Oh god. What? They attacked me and stole my shit? Oh, I ain't even trying to hear that. I didn't realize that they would fight you. Higher than 60%. Blue mushroom was stolen. Frickin' cats, man. It's high on the list of things I ain't trying to hear. I gotta get used to not using the little C-nub. It's actually not very good. Thanks, Ben. Good looking out, buddy. This is the high risk, high reward weapon, it looks like. Oh, and he runs away with your shit. Jeez. Oh, but he comes back. Looks like he digs back up. Yeah. I'll try all the weapons, I think. We'll do a different one in each mission and see what we want. Oh, that's super helpful. Thank you. I guess maybe can I change the HUD so that the virtual D-pad is on the left? Because I would want to be able to move the camera while I'm attacking. Unique mushroom. Alright, I want to crouch. I think this a little bit faster. Don't turn your back on cats, right? Okay, we gotta find some... Where do I go to rearrange the HUD? I might want to do that. It's actually pretty nice. Weapon training quests for each weapon. Okay, now that I've done the main tutorial. Probably just end up holding this like a weird claw. My left, like, middle finger on the analog stick. Index finger controlling the camera. Start bottom panel options. Customize panels. 29 notes on panel customization? I'm good. Thank you. Oh, cool. Okay, that was exactly the way I thought it was gonna work. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, did I not save it? Customize panels. Confirm. There we go. I guess I can't really... I need a third hand. That's the solution here. Those are the mushrooms I'm looking for. Welcome back, Retro. Thank you, 1 out of 1. Appreciate it. Good looking at us. This is a choice mushroom, though, not a unique mushroom. Oh wait, I guess among it we get choice mushrooms and unique mushrooms. But I kind of want to look at my items here. Alright, it wouldn't include things that I can't use. Item pouch. Unique mushroom 6, so we can... Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that one. Welcome. How was your Wednesday or Thursday treat? So keep an eye on the schedule. Monster Hunter is probably going to take up this slot on Wednesdays for about between 2 and 3 hours, depending on what's being supported at the time. I'm going to do a slightly longer Monster Hunter stream next week, potentially including some multiplayer with viewers. Since I'd never played any of the games before, I wanted to do some of the single player to kind of get a general feel for the game. If anyone's able to play in a way that doesn't trivialize the missions with me, since I don't have any gear and I'm not very good at the game, that would be cool. I don't know, is there a way for you to equip lower level gear on purpose, or like the equivalent of like a level sync system, so that you don't just come in with another player and trounce all the content? Thank you for the follow, Monster Hunter. That's a bummer. I hope you feel better. Alright, so we found the choice mushroom. I guess the time is there so that you can turn more things in. $20 seconds. Okay, cool. Yeah, so is that something, if you see people stream this game, like what's etiquette for that? Would I post in the stream title, like, is there like a number that I can go by my current gear level? Because I'd want to make that clear that I don't really want people popping in on their max level OP gear, like somewhat synced to my level. Yeah. And if they want to show off, I mean, whatever. It's like there's people when I was playing Smash Brothers, they would play really good at Smash. And I was mostly just playing it because I enjoy it. I'll probably end up moving most of this stuff to the item box here soon. Can I access my item box in my house if I want to deposit more things? Training missions give you an easy boss? Okay. I've got a hard stop here in about 17 minutes. My wife and I are meeting someone out here in Los Alamos for dinner. So I don't want to get too deep into something. In the future, that won't be a problem. I should be able to go over by like 15, 20 minutes if we're in a mission or something like that. Okay. Yeah, and if they really don't want to change, I'm not gonna complain, but it would definitely be my preference to experience the missions as intended. I imagine most people watching Twitch for this game probably own the game and have like a really bonkers, crazy OP character, you know? Does my storage have infinite space, or does it run out eventually? Try a different weapon now. Tana might be fun. I think I'll try that next. Looks cool. Oh wow, it's like a not kidding around katana. Like a Sephiroth katana. Not really infinite, but it doesn't matter. I see. Couple down, our Kindred Hunter will save the day. Lickety split, this hunter never quits. Viral marketing. Billy Aikens, quest counter. Okay, so this is where we see the little yellow messages. Sometimes results in actual quests. Eyebrows are much bigger on the flyer. Conchis are causing big troubles on the road. Yeah, I'll probably do the training mission with the boss y'all are talking about for next session, just so I have the time to play through it. How do I go to this guy to eat food, right? I thought I could just talk to him to make that happen. I have to like sit, oh, I see. Okay, disregard, we're good. He explained this too. Select ingredients. My Palico gets enthusiasm, and I get stamina increase. Okay, sure. Hey, Sornus, how you doing? Happy Wednesday or Thursday. God. Yeah, the tone of this game is extremely light. I'm enjoying it. I was expecting it to be kind of like serious and grimdark. I don't know why. Having never played the series before. I guess I was disabused of that notion as soon as I saw that there was a walking cat warrior in my party. Andrea might actually like this game. I might see if she wants to play it on her 3DS. Upload a monster. Take down the conch. So I go back into one. Oh, okay, cool. So I could do this next time too. I could do these training missions to learn a weapon. I think I'll do that. That'll be a good way to set up the next stream. So I'll probably do some single player for the first half and then do multiplayer with viewers for the second half. And I'll do some of the training next time. Slay 8 conch. Yeah, this game's really well localized. Sometimes that sort of humor doesn't translate well, but it looks like they've done a pretty good job with it. Localization as a whole has gotten like exponentially better in the last 10 years, I would say, than it was in the early 2000s and the mid to late 90s, where it was just kind of expected that voice acting would be bad and translations would be terrible. Slay designated monsters at times. You're silent to be accepted as legally binding confirmation. You understand and accept these terms. Great. No subquest. Go. Now there's always stuff. Is it always worth going to the box and grabbing everything? Like, why wouldn't you do that? Because you get to keep this stuff once the mission's over anyway, right? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've only ever had one localization person pop in. When we were playing Bravely Second and Bravely Default, one of the guys on the teams for the Bravely Default localization popped. It's really cool. Whoa, okay. Today I learned Katana's all about really big hits, Kendodachi. But I can do a slightly smaller hit. So every weapon is a combination of XA and XA are the commands, it sounds like. Cool. Oh, okay. You don't get to keep most of this stuff. I understand. So it's an imperfect comparison, but it's like Estus flasks. It's we want you to use these items. We don't want you to hoard them and try to save them for later missions. So we're going to give them to you, but they're only going to work for this level, right? That's kind of cool. Now, I don't really have any way of knowing where the Conchu are at this point, right? I just kind of have to explore until I find them, I assume. When in doubt, kill stuff when I meet it to learn more about it, I guess. Oh, it's dead. Some use R as well. Oh, cool. Well, now I know that this is a Gargua. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the egg next time. Maybe there's a quest where I have to deliver it back home. Looks like rolling while I'm carrying it is not the correct thing. Yeah, if you guys were planning to do some Monster Hunter multiplayer next week, you can preemptively add me. I'll throw my friend code on here. I'll have it posted next week as well. I'll get everybody else's. I'll have people add their codes into a queue and do it that way. I'm at the friend code cap from playing Smash Brothers, so I have to remove some people. They do a quick frenema. Oh, did I see it with Hunting Horn? I don't know if I actually executed with it. Yeah, this is a pretty cool game so far. It's very much up my alley. Oh, okay, the cutscene is heads up. I love all the different enemy designs too. Oh yeah, the shield weapon did use R for guarding. That's right. I remember now. That's cool. But not every weapon does use R in some way. Sensei's Landstick. You tell him, Ben. Get him on their back. Oh, I see. R is like a spin attack on this thing. That's cool. I like that one. This weapon's a little bit slow for my taste. Usually when I play games like this, I like to have a weapon that's a little bit faster than this one. It's cool though, I like the playstyle. But I'll probably switch to a different one. Like you want to try targeting these guys after they've been knocked back, while they're on their back. You want to do a lot of big hits if possible. It's dead. What's the deal with my my health? Like, doesn't seem to drop all at once. Like, it turns red for a bit and then it finishes depleting. Is that an important mechanic later? Like, give you a chance to heal before you actually lose the health? Oh, I think I see the sharpness meter there. Hold up. See if I remember my mechanics correctly. Cool. Okay. Probably isn't the best weapon for this mission. That's okay. We'll get it. Do you lose sharpness every time you swing, or just every time your weapon comes into contact with an enemy? Yeah, this one you have to really make sure you're aiming in the right spot before you press attack, because the penalty for screwing that up is pretty high. This one's dead. Getting used to enemies not having a visible hit point amount is going to be key too. Right. Oh, red heals on its own. Interesting. I don't know if I needed to cut these guys. We may as well. Monster fluid, delightful. Yeah. No, I hear you, Sornus. Like, Dark Souls is very similar, and probably me playing Dark Souls before playing Monster Hunter is giving me a little bit more appreciation for that. It's just that you should not mash buttons, right? You need to be very specific and purposeful with your inputs. Looks like if you don't loot something in time, it disappears. So there must be another map where I can kill more of those things. So there's some down here. Thanks, kitty. Try going up. I might end up having to bail out on this mission. Like I said, I've got a hard stop soon. If so, it's okay. We'll play it again next week. Some weapons you do want to button mash. Now, do you really want to button mash? Like, press it as many times as you can, or just the play style is forgiving of button mashing? The Zelda style auto jump. Gotta get used to this, but if I'm gonna keep using it. My wife calling about our appointment here. Go ahead and finish up this mission so we can get out of here. Oops. A lot of crossover in the ideas. Sure. That's cool. Yeah, I really like that. There's a lot of games that, like, reward you for not being careful in your input, you know? It can be hard to break yourself of that habit of just like, oh god, it's an enemy, die, 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 die. So it's cool seeing some crossover there. One more. Yeah, that one already counted as dead. It's like I can do like a combo if after I do the big overhead strike, I can immediately start doing this little attack. Alright. Oh, and it's gonna just take me back to town automatically. Fantastic. But they're giving me a chance to loot is what that represents. Pretty much that, except God forbid I ever call my wife anything other than her name. Cool, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and while we're waiting on it to take us back to town here, I'll start my sign-off spiel. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I'm Marstead. I'm trying to beat every awesome game ever made. Zelda, Final Fantasy, Metroid, Mario, Dark Souls, Dead Space, Skies of Arcadia. If it's rad, we're going to play it on stream. You can check out the schedule to see what's coming up for the rest of this week. You can go to games.marstead.com to see a list of the games we've already played, including some of the playlists on YouTube if you missed your favorite game and want to see it played. You can also go to vote.marstead.com to see commands to type in chat to vote for the next game. If you're just here for Monster Hunter, that's totally rad. I'm going to keep it as a persistent feature of the schedule for a while. Wednesdays, usually in the afternoon, evening. Just keep an eye on the schedule to see when it will be up, but most Wednesdays we'll probably play this. I'll probably stick to single player for a little while longer until I get a little bit more comfortable with the game, and then I'll open it up for viewers to join in and play too. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I don't think anybody else is streaming Monster Hunter 4U at the moment, or I would throw them a host. So I'll see if I can find somebody else who's streaming right now. Yeah, good meeting you. Thanks, folks. Should prompt me to save here, right? Fantastic. Look at that. Beautiful timing. Oh, there are other people playing it. Wow. All right. So it's more popular on Twitch than I anticipated. Well, that's exciting. Here you go. We're going to throw a host over to the next person doing hunts with viewers. Nick Mare. Here's their channel ID. Say hello, throw them a follow, boost the numbers for a bit, and we'll see you tomorrow. Or if you're just here for Monster Hunter, we'll see you next week Wednesday. Good night, everybody.